You know, there's been a lot of talk lately about the problem with AWFUL. In fact, it was already discussed on our very podcast network, Madcast Media by Maddox. The problem with AWFUL, you know AWFUL from The Simpsons. He was for a long time one of the biggest Indian characters on American or Western television, and a lot of Indian people seem to have a problem with that. Well, I want to go out and I want to today celebrate some of the more positive aspects of Indian culture. You know, for all these years, I thought, hey, AWFUL, he's a businessman. He's, he's from he's got a nice home life. He's got a lot of kids and he's got a wife and he seems to be a prosperous man. And it turns out I was wrong for thinking that. Those are all negative aspects. So let's focus on some of the positive aspects of India and Indian people. For instance, the fact that they like to bathe in a river full of dead people, or shit in the street, as this autistic train video will show us. Check it out. This is Rail Mania Presents Street Shitting in India. Here's a man on the railroad tracks shitting in the street. Or I guess on the tracks, as a train passes. Just one of the many beautiful aspects of Indian culture. As he wipes himself with his hand, the train passes directly in front of him. And he could not care less. He really couldn't. It's a beautiful cultural aspect of India that you just can't see anywhere else on Earth. And another one of their beautiful cultural aspects that these Pajeets got is being pedophiles. So tonight on the show, it's the Pedo Files. Thank you. Come get 'em, boys. Let's go bully the internet. This is PODAWFUL.
PODAWFUL sucks.
When you're sucking back and you wanna die, PODAWFUL makes that worse. You're covered with leaves, they won't let you fly. PODAWFUL quench your thirst.
You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
I'm in that ass, bro.
What's up, guys? I'm your host, Jesse P.S. You can friend me on Facebook. You have to figure out how. I can't help you. No, actually, facebook.com/ZuckHunt right now. You can friend me on Facebook at facebook.com/ZuckHunt. That should last another few days, and then I'll be back on my main account. Facebook.com/ZuckHunt. We started you off with some beautiful AU gold. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Some real train stuff. Before we get into the horrible, dark reality that is the internet and really bully the fuck out of it, which is, of course, pedophiles. We keep running into them on the internet and we keep busting them, and tonight's no different. Tonight on the show, it's the Pajeet edition of the Pedo Files. I was added to a group, and I don't remember who did this or why, but somebody added me to a group, I assume for me to go there and mock them, called Incest Stories on Facebook. Incest Stories. Now, when I first started combing through there, I go, okay, these guys have a gross fetish. That's one thing. It turns out it gets a lot fucking worse. Now, the first thing I notice in there is that most of the people taking part in Incest Stories do seem to be from India, our friends in Southeast Asia, okay? They all seem to be from India, and they do love incest, but they like a particular type of incest. And let me show you what that particular type is, if you don't mind. And I hope you do mind, as a matter of fact, because it's filthy and disgusting. As you can see here, somebody posted a video of a very young girl. I want to say she's like 9 years old. Now, she is not nude or anything in this video, but as you'll see, there's a man saying, I want a nude video. And a man named Raja Jani, by the way, most of the names and profiles used in this group are fake, but many of them still are actually Indian guys. This guy, Raja Jani, says, come on WhatsApp and I will share the vids. Meaning he has nude child pornography videos of this girl or some sort of girl. He's telling this guy to add him on WhatsApp and they can get all of the cheese pizza that they want out of this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut you off at the pass before you say, Jesse, How do you know they've really got it? How do you know this is the real deal? How do you know the people in there really want it? Maybe they're just role playing. I hear you. I gotcha. Of course, I'm unwilling to go deep enough to find out for sure if they've got child porn, because that would mean having to get child porn, and I don't want to do that. I am not a Pajit. I am not that interested in undeveloped bobs and vagine. However, I did, at the very least, catfish a guy into proving it for me that he was interested in receiving child porn, and I've got some videos to share with you on that. Before we get into it, though, we are live as we are every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time over at PODAWFUL.tv. We've got the live video stream going on right now. We've got the chat room that we call the Chaz room. Let's check in with that Chaz room real quick, see what they're saying in the Chaz. A lot of comments in there. Fucking Pedo Files, says Mike. Yeah, I had to leave the group. So a lot of our cult members from our Facebook cult got added to this group in a way to try to comb through it, see what we could find. And most people ended up being sickened by this so quickly because of all of the pedo shit that they just had to bail. You know, a lot of our listeners are just normal guys. They can't handle it. Some of us that are more into the bullying, into the trolling and that sort of thing, were able to stomach it for just long enough, stuck with it. I told him my mom found the messages and was sending the boys, says Tyler. Okay, so Tyler was talking to one of these guys. He found a really disgusting individual and told him his mom found the messages. And now, come get 'em, boys! Well, speaking of come get 'em, boys, I do have that video for you. I'm going to play that in just a second. We do also have our phone line open if you'd like to call in and discuss anything you saw in that group or anything else you've come across or anything when it comes to the Pedo Files out there. You can do so. 480-382-9385 is our phone number. That's 480-38-AWFUL. 480-38-AWFUL. Feel free to call in at any time and get my attention that way. Let's go to the tape, though. I think it's time we go to the tape. Let's find out what Pajit himself thinks about child pornography. Facebook called this guy, and this is the result. Hello?
Hey man, what do
He's hard to
Hello?
hear.
you
You're a little
hear
quiet.
my voice?
A little quiet.
Dude, why is the camera off?
Sorry?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Azerbaijan.
Cool. I'm from India.
Where in India? All right, so we confirm he is Indian.
North India, actually. I'm from Uttarakhand.
Oh, okay. Well, I just, I had to do the video call just to make sure everything was safe and you aren't police or something like that.
It's cool, man. I understand.
So you're into incest?
Yes, man.
What kind of incest are you into again?
Mostly with mom and sister.
Mom and sister? Do you like older sister or younger sister?
And man, I have a real younger sister.
You have a really younger sister?
Not really young. She's 15.
15?
Still
is
too
9
young.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Yeah. I asked him if
Okay,
9 was
so
okay.
I
9 years
have-
old. Pictures of 9-year-old sister.
That's really great.
Would
I would love to hear more about it.
would you like to see her boobs and vagina?
Yeah, man. That would be.
Definitely. What about butthole?
What?
Would you like to see her butthole?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. And I
I
also
can't.
have a 3-year-old baby sister. Would you like to see her?
What?
I also have a 3-year-old baby sister. Would you like to see her?
He draws the line at 3 years old.
I don't know, man.
This is a virtuous
It's up to you. I
pedophile.
can just send the 9 if you want.
Can we just go back to chatting?
Yeah, we can. I just wanted to be sure that, everything is okay.
Yeah, man. Everything is okay. I also want to make sure that you are also okay with it. Can I see you? If
Yes.
you don't mind.
Yes. You can ask.
Okay, that will be really cool.
Great, great. Have you ever done this before? Like what
Oh,
what kind of?
yes,
Because I want to know if you
this is
do you have like an app or something you like to use for this? Yeah, so he claims he's never done it before, but then he's got WhatsApp, he says, and he seems pretty. This doesn't seem like his first rodeo. He keeps asking me, like, hey, let's not message on Facebook. I'm going to cut it off there just because it gets into the details of Facebook and that sort of thing. But he keeps telling me, like, let's not use Facebook because Facebook checks your messages. They keep all that stuff. We want it somewhere more encrypted. So he's talking about WhatsApp and that kind of thing. I called him back, though, and it went like this. Hey. Hey, sorry, I had to call you back really quick, Pajit, because I was thinking about something. Is it true that people in India shit in the streets or no?
what?
Do people in India, do they just go out to the street and take a shit or do they do it into a toilet?
Man, not everyone does that. Yeah, a fair share of people do that because not everyone has access to toilets here.
Right.
But we are improving on that. And okay, yes, whatever you have heard is right. A lot of people do shit on streets.
Well, the reason I'm asking, I wondered if you do or not, and if you have any toilet pictures, or do you guys have toilet pictures there?
What?
Do you do any pictures of women inside the toilet?
Oh yeah, this is weird to him.
Pictures of women inside the toilet.
Yeah, if, like in the bathroom, or do you just not have a toilet so everybody's shitting in the street and so you don't have any pictures of it? Because I wanted to see if we could maybe exchange pictures of, I send you the pictures I've got. If you have any, I'm into toilet pictures.
Okay, I get it that you have a fetish.
Yeah, that's my thing. So I'm just seeing if do you have any pictures like that?
Yeah, man, I'm totally cool with it that you have that thing, but I don't have any pictures. But I know some people who are into it.
Oh, okay. Do you have a toilet in your house?
Yeah, man, I have.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I mean, if you wanted, you could really make
Hell
some
yeah.
money setting up a camera
Hell
in
yeah.
there and taking pictures of women when they go to the toilet.
But don't you need a public bathroom for that?
No, you can just do it with your own family. It's incest. Right? Wouldn't you be into that?
Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
Nice.
That's-
Catching the wave.
That's the first time I'm hearing that.
No, this is very common.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of videos like that.
Yeah, that's what I like to see them peeing and pooping and wiping. I'm really into when they're wiping.
Wiping.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't know if you guys don't do that there, but when you clean off the shit from your butthole. Do they do that?
Yes, man, we do that, but actually yes, I see where you're going with this. You have that fetish, I understand.
Yeah. So that's all. I just thought maybe I could see if you had anything like that just in exchange for these
Okay, man, I will try to get some pictures and videos for you.
Yeah, if you could. I'd like some pictures of, whoever you got around, your mom or whatever, just taking a dump would be cool. And then that way, you can send me those in exchange for the pictures of my retarded little sister. There's a new wrinkle.
Yes, I understand. I will definitely try to find some pictures.
That'd be great. I'll send you the pictures either way that I've got, but if you could just do
But
that.
don't do that on Facebook. Don't
No,
do that.
not on Facebook. I'm gonna send them to you. Do you know what WhatsApp is?
What?
Have you ever heard of the app called WhatsApp? He had already brought it up
WhatsApp? Yes,
before.
man. I have it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So we could do it through there. I have a WhatsApp account, or if you have Kick. I also have Kick.
No, I don't have Kick.
You
But
could.
I can send you my WhatsApp number. And yes, WhatsApp conversations I think are more secure than Facebook.
Yeah, I think so. Kick is even more secure. You can, if you want, you can get Kick and add me on there. My handle on there is @FBI.
Okay, I will install Kick right away.
Great. And I'm actually part of the FBI, and I'm actually here to bust pedophiles like yourself, and you're actually under arrest.
That's not really a cool joke, man.
No, here's what I'm going to
That's
do.
not
is
really
actually
cool.
We have through Facebook
on, man, be
tracked your
cool.
location. That's why I called the second time. We know where you are. We're going to come get you, and you are under arrest.
The
for,
boys are
being
coming.
a pedophile and for trying to exchange images.
I'm not really a pedophile.
I want you to explain to me right now, young man, why you think it's okay to look at pictures of a naked 9-year-old.
Okay, I said I don't want to unless you don't mind.
So, but you think it's okay if you look at pictures of a 9-year-old naked? That's something they do in Delhi?
What?
Is that something they do in Delhi, in India? You guys just check out 9-year-olds naked?
Okay, I don't know where you're going with this.
Here's what's going to happen: is you're going to go to jail forever. This is a
Seems
crime.
fair.
Okay, if this is a joke, this is not really cool, man.
It's not a joke. This is a crime, what you're doing, and you are going to be punished for this. We've been busting guys like you all day in this group, and you're not the
Okay,
first one.
Can you switch on your camera, man, so I can really see you and
He wants to jack off.
No,
to
that's
be
why
confirm
that's why the camera is off, because I'm going to go bust more guys like you. You're all going to jail forever. Well, that seems a little bit rude to just hang up. Yeah, he hung up on me. Okay, so that is where it ended there with Pajit. You know, I had to ask him the street shitting question because everybody makes fun of him for shitting in the streets, and I wasn't sure how actually prevalent it is. But I did some research today. We're going to get back to the pedo part of this in just a bit. I did some research today, though, on it, and I actually found a TEDx talk. This is real. This is on the TEDx Facebook page. I mean, sorry, not Facebook page, YouTube page. And it's called The Surprising Truth of Open Defecation in India. By the way, you can watch this later at youtube.com/PODAWFUL. If you're listening to the audio version of this, youtube.com/PODAWFUL. Rape our subscribe button and kill the shit out of our bell, okay?
India has a lot to be proud of.
This is real.
Its democratic tradition, its diversity, its contributions in art,
This is like my
architecture, and science, and yoga.
They're
But
in India, by the way.
images like this one
It's a man
taint
shitting
India's reputation.
in a ditch.
So why is
Taint.
this image associated with India?
Emphasis on
Well,
the taint.
If this circle represents all of the open defecation that happens in the world, this is the fraction that happens in India.
It's like
And
65%.
this is the fraction that happens only in rural India.
It's still
65%
Yeah, there you go.
of rural Indians defecate in the open. So what that means is that most of the open defecation that happens in the world happens in rural India, and most
She's saying this to an audience of Indians as an Indian woman, by the way.
rural Indians defecate in the open. Every day, 500 million people in villages in India go in the fields rather than use a toilet or a latrine. That's bigger than the population of the United States.
Jesus
And
Christ.
this is a really important issue because open defecation is really bad for child health. Every year, hundreds of thousands of children die in India because of exposure to the bacteria in feces.
Well, what about all the children who are raped to death in India because it's okay to be a pedophile there, apparently? Not anymore. I've had it with this incest group, and it's time to come get 'em, boys. I'm about to call the hotline, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's Cyber Tip Line. I've never called this number before. I don't know how this works. We're going to call it live on the show. I'm going to report this group. If you are in that group because you've been a part of PODAWFUL's activities, I suggest you remove yourself immediately. Let's go call them. This is the Cyber Tip Line, boys. All right.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Thanks.
This line is being recorded. By continuing
You're
your call,
goddamn
you
right.
acknowledge and consent to the recording.
You
If
too.
you do not wish to be recorded, please hang up now.
Gotcha.
Para información en español, oprima 5 ahora.
Oh, wow.
If you are calling to report your child missing or the sighting of a missing child, press 1 now.
No, that's not it.
If you're calling to report child pornography, online enticement of children for sexual acts, child sex trafficking, or child sex tourism, press 2 now.
I think it's that one, but
If
let me
you are
just...
calling to request publications, press 3 now.
Well, probably not that.
If you are calling for any other reason, press 4
We're
now.
going to go with 2.
This is Rosa. How can I help you?
Hi there, Rosa. I've never called this number before, so I'm not exactly sure what to do here. But I've run into something that I find very alarming on the internet, and I wanted to report it.
Okay, what did you run into?
So I was on Facebook, and I got added to this horrible group on Facebook called Incest Stories, spelled just like you think. And at first I thought, okay, well, maybe these are just people role-playing and they have a fetish or something. But they seem to, there's a lot of people in there that seem to be trading phone numbers and adding people to group chats specifically with the intent to distribute child pornography.
Okay.
Okay, so
And is there any child pornography in the actual Facebook group?
in the group itself, as far as I have seen, luckily, thank God, I haven't seen anything. But what they'll do sometimes is they'll post a video or a photo of a child and then entice people to message them privately for the actual sexual nature pictures and videos.
Okay, and is there any specific people that are doing that, or is it just everyone in the group?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot of people. It's not everybody in there. There's some people. I mean, I'm sure there's some people like me who just got added to it, but there's a lot of people. A lot. And it's,
Okay, so if you were someone that wanted to join the group, would it just be you just type in incest stories and it would come up?
That's exactly right. It should be one of your first results, I would think.
Okay.
Let me see.
And,
Let me see if I can find a.
Does it
more-
have any other information that goes along with it, like anything in the about section?
Let me take a look here. You know, I'm trying to log into Facebook right now, and it's giving me a little bit of trouble. Okay, hang on just 1 second. I wonder if I think I just got logged out of it because maybe it was because I'm a part of that group. I don't even know. Let me see here. Okay, incest stories. So, in the about, let's take a look at that. So the about for it doesn't really say anything specific. I can tell you who the administrator is if you'd like that.
Okay. Who is that?
The name of the administrator is Sumit, Sumit, and the last name is Kryan. It seems like an Indian name or something like that. And then there's another administrator, and it's like an English name. It's Hester, Hester, Armstrong, and that one appears to be a woman, actually, strangely enough. And then those are the two administrators of the group. I think it's the Sumit guy though who started the group.
Okay, and do you know where the admins are located? What country?
Well, the girl Hester is in the USA. Let me see if the guy is where he is. It looks like the guy is in India.
Okay, and what is your name?
My name is Caleb
And your last name?
Powell.
Okay, and is the phone number that you're calling from a good one for you?
Yeah, if you need to reach me, you can get me back at this phone number.
Okay. So I will put that through to our cyber tip division, and they'll definitely take a look at it and send it to any necessary law enforcement.
Great, because I just want to say I did. I mean, obviously, I tried to report this group to Facebook, and Facebook said it wasn't violating anything, so they didn't take it down. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for letting us know.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. God, I guess I was going to say this woman sounds like, man, what a fucking wet blanket. But I guess if your job is to sit there and take down the numerous different ways children are being raped and killed, you'd probably sound pretty fucking horrible all the time, too. So, all right. Well, hopefully something gets done about that. And now I did. So here's the crazy thing. I was zucked and I couldn't check out the group. I couldn't look at it. That's why I had to take a second there. I wasn't like just playing with her or anything. I actually got zucked for something in the meantime. I might be losing my Facebook account now. I don't know if I can post right now or not. Here's what I do know is I am leaving the group. Goodbye, Pajeets. Goodbye. Yes, leave group. There we are. And I am out of there. Okay, thank God. Now, here's an interesting thing. Well, let's check with the chat room, see what they're saying in that Chaz real quick before we move on to the next bit. Facebook is in on it. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second, too. I saw a video of a 4-year-old blowing an old man last week on Facebook, and it had millions of views because Facebook found it didn't violate the terms. That's from Jock Jam Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ. And that is, I actually heard that from somebody else as well, that they also ran into that video. I luckily did not see that. I don't know who you got to be friends with to see something like that, but this is what Facebook is up to. I believe Facebook and the FBI are colluding on these things. I actually went to the FBI website for a totally different reason the other day, and I happened to run into their most wanted page when it comes to child endangerment, and I noticed a very bizarre looking trend happening on their page. Now, I get it. It is tough to laugh when there are actual children being harmed here. But you got to take a look at this, okay? Again, we're on YouTube, youtube.com/PODAWFUL if you're listening to the audio version of this. Take a look at the most wanted child endangerment people, and you'll notice there's a lot of weirdly cut out people. And it took me a minute to realize what I was looking at, because I went here looking for just the main most wanted list, and I ended up on this page seeing this. I'm like, why do all these people look weirdly cut out? And then I realized, it's because they're cutting out a child's penis or something like that in the image. They want to show you who it is that they're looking for, but they can't find the guy. So that everybody on here is a John Doe or a Jane Doe. Unfortunately, there's actually a fair number of women in these things too. Here's a guy where presumably what has been photoshopped, it looks like he's about to kiss a goldfish, but presumably what has been photoshopped out of this image is the tip of a baby's penis. And this is all they have to go by on who these people are. Otherwise, they have no idea. They got nothing. They're just hoping that we will recognize these people and help them out. This guy is wearing what appears to be goggles, and only half of his face can be shown. That's how disgusting whatever he was doing was up to. So if you recognize any of these people, please let the FBI know. We actually do want to take down these criminals. We're not just a comedy podcast. We're crime fighters here. And again, I think the FBI and Zuckerberg are colluding on this stuff. We did report, James, one of our listeners, James, reported the group to Facebook. Facebook came back to him. Apparently, they removed a post in there, but when it came to the overall group, they said, you know what? This doesn't violate our terms of service. We're kind of into this. We kind of like this shit too. Yeah, not only are we into incest, we like child porn, and we encourage this. And as a result of that, I believe it is our civic duty to play my brand new video game, hot off the presses, in its alpha release right now. You can find it at zuckhunt.fun. This is real. Zuckhunt.fun. You can find my brand new video game. It is called Zuck Hunt. There, you heard it for a second there. It is called Zuck Hunt. And I'm going to play a quick version of it here for you, just so you can get the idea. This is Zuck Hunt, my new video game, zuckhunt.fun. let's go to game A, where you just get 1 Zuck per round. So there you see, I'm the dog. That's me there. Let's see if we can kill some Zucks. All right, so Zuckerberg flies in on a rocket-propelled robot body. Oh, there's a Twitter bird, too. Yeah, I got the Twitter bird. Twitter's no better at this. All right, so 2 so far. There we go. I killed Zuck again. Now, this is Nassim Agdam approved. Oh, shit, I missed him. God damn it. Zuckerberg's getting away with it. He's getting away with it again. Don't laugh at me, me. I'm actually much better at this game than this makes me look. Again, you can play this and try to get the high score over at zuckhunt.fun. This is the alpha release. There might still be some bugs in it. We will be adding features, including a high scoring system soon, things like that. So keep checking it out. Share that link, zuckhunt.fun, for anybody you know that dislikes Zuckerberg as much as we do around here. I literally just got zucked live on the show again. That's how much I dislike Zuckerberg, and he's after us, buddy. He is after us. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to reveal the non-Pajit side of things when it comes to the incest stories group. This rabbit hole goes much, much deeper. I'll see you in just a bit. Let's go take a break. We'll be right.
How does Loot Crate obtain such exquisite geek and gaming treasures every month?
Help! Loot Crate enslaved me to fill their crates with nerd shit! Please save me from Loot Crate! LootCrate.com!
Yep, I don't understand. You get out of here! Get out, get out!
Buy something, cheapskate. PodAWFUL.com/store.
And all I can say is I thank Dad for making me strong.
Join our cult on Facebook. PodAWFUL.com/cult.
Yeah, God.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAWFUL.pizza.
Pizza.
PodAWFUL.pizza.
And we are back, and just some quick words before we get back into things here. You heard that first commercial. That's our commercial for our store, podawful.com/store. We've got prank call download shows available there, and t-shirts and hoodies now. We also have hoodies. I want to say one quick word about the t-shirts, though. We have one shirt that's about to leave the store Friday this week, May the 4th. The Dead Skull Man limited edition t-shirt will be leaving the store forever. It will never come back. Be one of the very few limited select people who get the chance to wear this very old school Pod Awful shirt. Very cool design. A lot of people have already managed to grab one. Get it before it's gone. podawful.com/store. You can find it there. And also, we are live, as I said, every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. We're doing a new thing now. Over on the Pizza Fund is where you can catch our Wednesday and Friday shows. We now do 2 episodes of Pod Awful a week. Our Wednesday show is our second Pod Awful episode per week. And on Friday nights, we do Friday Night Hangout Explosion. Both of those are Pizza Fund exclusives. You can sign up for the Pizza Fund for as little as $1. We just put out a Craigslist roulette episode, which is our dollar level episodes. Yesterday. We did one yesterday. It's a very funny episode. Make sure you go check it out. Sign up for as little as $1. Go check out the different levels. See what's good for you and support the show. If you enjoy the content we're doing here, if you enjoy the bravery that we've got going on here, as Roseanne said, I am a very brave boy. Make sure you support us. PodAWFUL.pizza, not cheese pizza. PodAWFUL.pizza. It is not Pizzagate related. Now, speaking of Pizzagate, Let's get back into it. Incest stories. As much as I was saying this is the Pajit edition of this one, unfortunately, the rabbit hole got so fucking deep, I've had to cram in a bunch of white people stuff too. And, I got to be fair. People are going to call me a racist out there if I don't do this, because there were a disturbing number of Americans in there with real profiles, by the way, as well. In fact, and I'm going to say, you heard me tell the woman on the phone that one of the administrators is a lady. This woman is a psychopath. I've got her YouTube channel up right now. We're not going to get into it tonight, but she is goon-worthy. I'm not kidding. She really is. We have seen a lot of women in this group, and it is very bizarre to me to see women talking about incest and pedophilia and that sort of thing and acting open about it on their real public profiles. Very strange. I ran into this woman on there at one point. As you can see, she's put her image on there, and her image says, "I have a pre-existing condition." Yeah, I believe that condition is that you're a pedophile. And then we ran into this fella. I mean, there were plenty of women, but unfortunately, there's, of course, a bunch of guys. And we ran into a guy by the name of Walt Davis. And Walt Davis has just managed to make himself a fully fledged goon. Let me introduce you to one of our more nefarious goons as of late, Walt Davis. Now, to really get into it, I should show you what he typed first, but I want him to introduce himself. We just had an entire fight with Walt Davis live on Facebook immediately before the show began. I'm going to let him speak for himself, though, before we say anything else about him. He was in the Incest Stories group. He was saying some very bizarre things. Here he is. He's a comedian, so he says. He's a stand-up comic, and you know what I think about stand-ups. He's a stand-up comic in Georgia, and he's got a YouTube channel with a lot of very interesting videos on it. I'm going to play you this intro video of him, and I want you to recall the way he's talking here, the way he presents himself. It's going to be pretty interesting in just a second. Check it out. This is Walt Davis.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Life Challenge. I created this page a few years back because there was a lot of unfinished business in my life.
Yeah, apparently there was some unfinished business. We'll get to that in a second, too.
Things I hadn't said to some people, and also some small goals and other things I hadn't achieved.
Oh, boy, you do not want to see the things that Walt wanted to achieve with his life.
And I thought there's got to be other people out there just like me. So I created the page so we would have a location to come to and encourage one another.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest challenge.
Join him on Patreon, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to this guy's Patreon.
Of all, which is life. So welcome to the Life Challenge.
Wow, very cool. Okay, so that is Walt Davis in his own words. That's the man. He's a comic, a comedian, an entertainer. He's got an entertainment company called Every Entertainment. Make sure you check that out. But what were some of those life goals he had not yet achieved? What were some of those unfinished businesses he had? Why, I'll show you. Why not? Here it is, right from his own fingertips in the Incest Stories group. This is what Walt had to say. As you can see, Incest Stories, Walt Davis, he says, "My youngest daughter came..." Now, what he's talking about here is they asked who is the person in your family that you're trying to fuck, basically. Who you finna fuck? So he says, "My youngest daughter came close, but she was as nervous. It's only a matter of time before my cock is inside her mouth and pussy, leaving a lovely mess." Then this guy, Ronnie Glass, by the way, this guy, Ronnie Glass, he responds to all of these and asks all the details on all of them. He's just as sick. How old is she, asks Ronnie. Walt says, "She is 19 now, but wanted to do it since she was 13. So he is a pedophile. "I wanted at one point to do her, her mother, and her sister all at once, but the other daughter doesn't appeal to me anymore. Oh, I guess she aged out. I still love young stuff. I think it's because I started at a young age." Ronnie asks him, "How young were you when you started?" Walt says, 5 or 6, Jesus Christ. in kindergarten, 2 older black girls, that's sick and fucked me and I licked everything. Oh, I guess he meant sucked and fucked me and I licked everything at 5 or 6. Jesus Christ. Then Ronnie asks him how old were they. Very good, Ronnie. You're a top guy. Very high class. Walt goes on to say, if any ladies want to role play on the phone or text, please let me know. I got caught jerking my unit by my aunt one summer when I was 10. I just knew I was going to get a lashing, he says. I did a tongue lashing as she sucked me off on a regular. She was hot. Again, this is his aunt he's talking about. I'm going to tell this in its entirety soon, he says. Oh, well, don't worry about it, Walt. We will tell it in its entirety for you. As a matter of fact, Walt, we already have. Walt already knows this, of course. But I took it to Walt's own Facebook page, which was public, and I friend requested him, and he accepted me. And then I posted those images on his page, tagged his daughter in them, and asked his friends if they thought this was like a good idea, that he's acting this way, or was it weird and bad? Now, I'm not sure what to show you next here, because after quite a bit of an exchange back and forth with me and Walt and one of his friends who was defending him, by the way. The friend is one of these idiots. He's basically your aunt on Facebook, where they think everything is hacking. Oh, he was hacked. People get hacked every day. No, he wasn't hacked. As a matter of fact, he's admitted this was him. Now, live on his Facebook page, he admits this is him. I'm not really sure where to start with this. Okay. Remember I said keep in mind his demeanor and the way he sounds and acts? Well, he went live on his Facebook page to come at me, bro, about calling him out. And this is the way Walt typically acts. When he's not asking you for your money, when he doesn't need your shekels, this is what he acts like.
We just wait for his punk pussy ass to get on here. Now, let me tell you what happened today. Now, for those of y'all who don't know,
same guy.
I do a lot of different research for a lot of different movies, papers, anything I want to do. Sometimes I put it out there, sometimes I don't. It just
He's doing research.
In the research process.
Right, of course, research, yeah.
So I'm waiting for old punk pulley ass to get up here.
See, he's talking about me.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
He's talking about, he's waiting for me to show up.
I'm glad to see that Mike Dalton, Dalton, stop coughing, stop doing the coughing shower.
I was taking a shower, so I didn't even know this was going on. I got back, and it was halfway through this.
What that was referred to, but I'll let my brother know. What up, DJ West One, man?
They say in the chat room, he's in SoundCloud mode now. That's right. He is sort of a CEO of SoundCloud. He's the CEO of Every Entertainment. That's the name of his company.
Anyway, man, what up, Frank Carter? There's been,
yeah, what up?
This guy, for some reason,
he does this. He's a code switcher guy. He switches in and out. He's a wigger sometimes. This is a white guy. And then other times he's, yes, hello, gentlemen. Yes, please support me in my endeavors.
He friended me the other day. Caleb Powell is his name.
Uh-huh.
And he has a podcast or some shit that's called PODAWFUL.
Hell yeah.
And I guess this guy goes around looking for bad shit. I don't know. I friended
100 years of awful, Heil awful.
The guy thinking that, hey, you know, damn, he still got that one over there playing. I wanted to turn the volume down on that shit. But he friended me, and I thought it might be good for, networking, something like that. So anyway, today I'm at my ex's house. I'm doing some painting.
Yeah, he thinks he's a comedian. So he friended me because he thought this was going to be a good connect for him. He thought maybe he could do some business with me. They're saying in the chat room, by the way, does he think this voice makes him sound tough? Yes. Yes, he does. That is why he's doing it. He is also wearing sunglasses right now because he was crying. Okay? Later in this video, you see his eyeballs. He takes the glasses off, and his eyes are welling up. And an interesting note here, this is his second attempt of the day to go live to clear his good name. The first time, I'm not kidding, he was wearing suntan goggles, the things you wear in the tanning booth with the little pinhole things. He was wearing those over his eyes, I believe, to collect his tears and hide the fact that he was shaking. Now, I would play you that video, but Walt, the genius that he is, Mr. Research, Mr. Scientist, Walt recorded that entire video with no audio. There's just nothing for me to play for you. So we're going to go with this one. I'm not going to play you the full thing, and I'll tell you why in just a bit.
You know, time
it's very long.
You know, we got to get out there and do some shit we don't want to do. But, you know, so anyway, she comes, she said, you seen this shit? I said, seen what? She gives me this screenshot of this dude, Caleb, who's put some shit out there. I don't know if y'all seen it or not.
That's me, Caleb.
That has me talking about fucking my younger daughter. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm not
Where's
talking about
the lie?
Girl that's goddamn a girl that's
Where's the lie? You said it, not me. I just posted the screenshots.
You know, that's underage, but apparently he thinks she underage.
You said you wanted to do it when she was 13. That makes you a pedo.
Child 20 years old. Okay. So first of all, if a man, I'm gonna say this because a lot of motherfuckers out there don't want to say.
Motherfuckers. Imagine if I just came on here talking. You know what I'm gonna do? All right, now, so now I'm interacting with him, right? All right. Hello, I am Jesse, son of James. Yo, a lot of motherfuckers want to come up to me and say I am trying to call them out. No. It is you who are the pedophile. You are the pedophile. Wakanda forever. Is that okay for me to do too? If I just suddenly act like a black guy, it's a different type.
The truth. They don't want to put the truth out there. If a man want to fuck his grown yo dog, that's his goddamn business.
Excuse me? Whoa, I have not seen this part of the video yet. Hold the fucking phone. Did he just say if a man wants to fuck his grown daughter, it's his business? I mean, I guess, but if somebody else wants to make it the rest of the world's business.
Who the fuck is anybody else? Who the fuck business is it if I want to take my daughter out back and give her one time around the goddamn barn? Ain't none of your motherfucking business.
He's not joking. Now, he's trying to talk like Bernie Mac right now. I get that. He's not joking. Holy God, this is way worse than I realized. Oh my God. Now, this is a 43-minute long video. We can't sit here and watch it all, but don't worry, we will at some point.
But they put me on a commercial? Am I getting paid for this shit? Hell no.
Apparently it cut to an ad.
So anyway, I'm a disgusting pedophilic fuck. Okay, first of all, I didn't say I want to sleep with my daughter. You don't even know shit. James Soren Stone. You look like a gay-ass motherfucker who invents dildos. Okay?
I agree with that. I don't choose to agree with pedophiles on much, but that one I'm going to agree with. James Sorenstone does look like a gay-ass pedophilic man who invented dildos.
Really fucked up. And I'm not letting you in my fucking broadcast because your silly ass wanna overtalk somebody.
Ass.
This my shit. I done gave y'all nerds time enough to run your...
No. You wanted to fuck your aunt. You said you fucked your aunt. Even in Africa, we do not do that.
Fucking dick sucker. Okay, that's probably what you got. A bunch of dick suckers. See, first of all.
He's losing his mind. We have ruined this guy.
Anyway, I do a lot of research. A ton of research.
He's doing research. Ladies and gentlemen, Walt Davis is using the Eichenwald defense. If you're not familiar with the Eichenwald defense, Kurt Eichenwald, look him up. He's a guy who wrote for the New York Times, and he did this big expose on basically a child porn website. And then some people did some digging, and it kind of seems like maybe he was also paying to use that site. And then he claimed he was just doing research. Now, look, don't get it wrong. I get that you could try to turn this around on me the same way. Come get me, boys. Come look through my shit. I got nothing to hide. I'm not going to sit here and say, if I want to fuck my own daughter, now that's my own goddamn business, isn't it? Who else business is this? And another thing, Massa, if I want to fuck my mama, I could do that too. A jibba jibba joo.
When you go undercover as a research guy, what do you...
By the way, I was doing nerd face just then. That's okay. And where I've invented a new thing, by the way. I forgot to get it. I just went out and bought some. But there is a new thing we're doing. It's called cosplay. It's very similar to nerd face. You put on nerd face and then you act like Bill Cosby. You know, he just got convicted for raping people. So speaking of rapists like this guy, I don't know that he's a rapist, but he wanted to rape his child. That's what he said. In his own words, he said he wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old girl. That is rape. So whatever. But cosplay, it's a new thing. Try it out at home. Put on some nerd face. And then walk around your house and go, zoobadoo-bop-a-doo-beep-a-dee-bee. Another fun thing you can do with cosplay is you say jokes from Mitch Hedberg, but as Bill Cosby. It's a really great thing to do. It's a great parlor trick. You go, I used to do drugs, I still do, but I used to too. You see.
You do. You have to act like you're part of the game,
Cosplay.
Right? And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, you know, I know. But
oh, I don't know what happened there. All right. Oh, I guess his stream starts to cut out there, but that's fine. I'm going to end this one right now because what we're going to do is I mentioned that Wednesday show. We are doing 2 shows a week here at PodAWFUL now. On Wednesday, we are going to cover the full happenings in that video. As you can see, I have not seen the whole thing yet, so there's still surprises for me. Then I jump in, we start messing with him, he starts going off the rails. I think at one part he was starting to talk about Trump and shit, like nothing he said was making any sense, and you'll get to see the tears come from his eyes. But before we wrap it up with that, another video did just come out. He put out a second, again, that video is 42 minutes long. I guess at some point he realized, I'm going to look like a stupid, goddamn insane person to everybody who knows me. I better do some damage control. So check out his damage control video. And again, let's find out what voice he's using this time. Of course, on Facebook, you have to full screen about 400 times before it lets you actually full screen. All right, let's see.
a little bit some heated stuff out there. It was awesome. I really enjoy people who want to make fun.
Who is this guy?
Tell lies.
What is this voice he's using? What happened to Mr. Sunglasses a second ago? This is 12 minutes later.
Things and make it out of proportion. That's one thing. I do want to apologize to anybody who has ever did business with me, or I mentioned in the video or the live broadcast, because my intention was...
I'm not going to play this full thing, but there's one line I need you guys to hear. And you kind of see the tears are still in his eyes, but it's not as bad as it was in the first one.
I try to put you out there like as if you're a part of what's going on. My intention was to use you as a reference, because if I did the horrible things that they say I did, somebody would know somewhere, somehow, and it'd be more than one person, more than likely. That's how they get a case, and they lock you up. Because, you have more than one witness. It's just not one witness to something, and that's it. And so I want to apologize to anybody out there who just thought I was just entertaining it to be an idiot. That wasn't it. They were, I guess, messaging all my friends, and they were putting it out there on a regular. I was busy doing other things when it was brought to my attention. It's not like I was on Facebook, expecting something like this.
Yeah, boy.
So if
wired up,
you may think this, just by being associated with me, will hurt your business or your talent or your progression in whatever
damage
field you're
control,
in.
businessman
You're very
mode.
welcome, with no hard feelings, to pull away from me, defriend me. I understand that may happen, and I'm not going to be mad at you. I just, I'm just letting you know how it is, that the allegations are completely untrue. Did I write it? Yes. Was I part of that group? Yes.
There you go.
Did I think that way? No.
That's all I needed to hear.
People do research and a lot of...
So there it is. We've got it on record now. We've recorded it. He says, did I write it? Yes. Was I in the group? Yes. That was him. I didn't hack him. Nobody else hacked him. He's admitted it now. Now he's going to claim that he didn't mean it. He was doing research. Eichenwald research. Sure, buddy. Sure you were. No, we all buy that. We've all... No, piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. I swear to God. Do we do this, though? Do we call him? Because I do have his phone number. And in his live stream, He told me several times, my number is out there. You can call me. I'm not going to back down from nothing. He threatened my life multiple times. Should I just call him? I mean, I feel like he invited me to call him. Maybe we should just give him a call. Let's call him up. Let's let Walt Davis, our new goon as far as I'm concerned, speak for himself. And then on Wednesday, we'll go over that full video. We may even give him another call. Maybe he won't answer tonight. Who knows? Let's see what happens. It's a live show. We'll just see what happens. We're calling every entertainment. There's 2 numbers, though. We might have to try this other one.
Thank you for calling Every Entertainment and the Laugh Lab.
There he is.
Sorry we can't get to your call right now. We'll be happy to get back to you.
I don't want to leave a message. Let's try the other one. I got another number here for him. Let's try that one. All right. I don't know why this tiny little business that does nothing. You should see the flyers and web design for this business. Black people should not be allowed.
Thank you for calling Every
around
Entertainment
graphic
and the
design.
Laugh Lab. Sorry we can't get to your call right now. We'll be happy to get back to you as soon as we can. Just leave us a name, number, and a brief message, and we'll return your call. Also, you can get more information at everyentertainment.com.
Make sure you get that information, guys.
thelaughLab.com, and that's LAFFLAB, thelaughLab.com. Also, if you have any other inquiries, you can email us at info@everyentertainment.com.
Word, motherfucker.
At everyentertainment.com. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll be back with you
so
soon.
Much. Hey there, Walt. It's your old buddy Caleb. I remember earlier today you said I could call you and you wouldn't back down, and your phone number's out there. So I thought I'd give you a ring. I tell you what, let me call you again on Wednesday. I'll give you some time to think, some time to pull your story together about your research. You can get all your research papers together, and we can talk this out. How about it, buddy? I don't want you to think the wrong thing here. I'm not trying to smear your good name. If you were really just doing research for your next big adult movie, which I didn't know you did adult films, then just, provide us with the research. We'll talk it out. It'll all be fine. No big deal. Otherwise, though, it seems like it's sort of a come get 'em boys scenario. So anyway, I'll call you back on Wednesday from this number. If you see this number, it's me. You said you wouldn't back down from a phone call. I hope you'll hold true to that. You'll keep your word. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful and blessed day. Okay, so that's our call to Walt. And again, on Wednesday night, we're going to go over that full video. We'll go over all the comments that happened in there, the ridiculousness that happened. Again, it's a 42-minute video, and we will try Walt again. I have a feeling he might answer the call on Wednesday. He might even start calling back now. We'll see what happens. He was threatening me physically. He threatened me with legal action as well. Seems like you shouldn't do both. Which one am I to believe? The lawyers are coming, or you and your boys coming? I got Jewish lawyers, all right? I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I got the power of vibranium behind me. All right, so we will see you on Wednesday for that show. Remember, the Wednesday show is now behind the Pizza Fund. I appreciate each and every one of you who subscribes to the Pizza Fund at the $12 level and up and gets that content. PODAWFUL.pizza. You can check it out there. We've got a lot more for you there. I hope we've busted that incest group for good and gotten rid of all of the hell yeah pajeets out there. But we will keep an eye on that and update you on Wednesday whether or not that Facebook group has finally been taken down, or if Zuckerberg has gotten his hooks in it, his claws, his horns, his fangs, and he's held on to it for dear life. If so, I'm right. And Zuck and the FBI are colluding, and it's time to make them pay. And that sound effect is, of course, a reference to the video game Zuck Hunt and nothing else. Check it out, zuckhunt.fun. Thank you so much to everybody who joined. Let's check that chat room one more time before we go, see what they're saying in there. I will send ligama legal papers to your house. Is that what he said? I don't remember that. Facebook never gets rid of pedos unless the mainstream media calls them out. Now I gotta up my pizza fund, says Josh. You gotta up that pizza fund, guys. $12 level and up for that one. $6 for the what do we call it? Friday night hangout explosion is what it's called. Support the show, get more great content, and I'll see you on Wednesday night. Thank you so much. Until next time, have an awful day.
Head over to PodAWFUL.com/iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern at PodAWFUL.tv. Love the show? Keep it going by donating to the Pizza Fund. PodAWFUL.com/support. And anything else you need.